If you're in the B2B space, what is the best marketing strategy for you to fill your sales calendar in 2023? Here we go. There are 4 components. Number 1, quality filtering. Number 2, quality copy. Number 3, quantity of outreach. Number 4, ongoing testing. So let's talk about number 1, quality filtering. You got to talk to the right people. If you're sending out all these emails every day, hundreds of emails per day, that's what we can do, staying within the GDPR rules, but you're emailing the wrong people, it's going to be very difficult for you to build your business. You can't sell ice to Eskimos. At least I can't. So we use Sales Navigator to find and filter leads for our clients. The reason why Sales Navigator is so important is because it has the freshest, most relevant leads. Now, there are other software out there. There's Apollo, there's D7, there's UpLeads. There's a bunch of them. And we use those too in certain circumstances, but my go-to is always Sales Navigator. And I'll give you an example. One of our clients, we used Apollo at first to scrape leads, and he had about a 48% open rate. Not bad. I switched it over to Sales Navigator, and within weeks, his open rate went to 69%. Those are huge numbers. Nothing against Apollo, but scraping leads from Sales Navigator is by far the best way to get leads. And this is all staying obviously within the GDPR rules. So once we find your exact ideal clients, we have to write the copy so that it's compelling, concise, and there's a call to action so that they act to want to hop on a call with you. How do we do that? There are 4 components to an email: subject line, first line, body, call to action. Let's break this down. The subject line has to be relevant for the recipient. A really easy one that most people use, but for whatever reason gets a lot of open rates, is simply quick question. That's it. Because when you open up your email, you don't just see the subject line, you also see the first line of the actual email. That brings me to the next component, which is first line. The subject line is key, but that first line is actually more important in my opinion. It has to be relevant to the recipient, that they act and say, oh, listen, I want to check this out. What is this guy talking about? It has to be intriguing, compelling, and relevant. Sometimes in the first line, we use hyper-personalization to really make it tailored for that recipient, and sometimes we don't. It depends on the market and depends on who the leads are and who we're going after. The third component is the actual body of the email. The body of the email is really all about proof of concept. It's all about social clout and showing that you know what you're talking about. So putting case studies in there, putting relevant information within the body that the recipient would be very excited to actually want to work with you. That's what the body should be. And remember, if you can say something in 4 words instead of 9 words, say it in 4 words. The last thing is the call to action. Again, very brief, very simple. Something simple as, is this worth a conversation? Can I send you a few times this week to hop on a call? Something very simple. But again, each one of those components is short and concise and compelling. So we want the recipient to act and want to book a call. So by using these 4 components and really dial in to how to write it, you will dramatically increase your revenue in 2023 and probably beat out any marketing you've done previously to make 2023 your best year yet. Step 3 is where most people drop the ball: quantity of outreach. You cannot send out 30 emails a day and expect to build your business. It's just not going to work that way. Even 50 emails a day, even 100 emails a day. So we have a way to send hundreds of emails per day with a 60 to 75% open rate, 4 to 8% booking rate. But the key is, if we only send out a few, we're really not going to be able to build our business. Now, some of our clients want 20, 30, 40 new clients every single month, and some of our clients only want a handful of new clients per month. Some of our clients charge $5,000 for their service, and some of them charge over $900,000 for their service. So it depends really what the client wants, but the bottom line is quantity of outreach is crucial to the success of your campaign and how you market in 2023. How do we do this? How are we sending out hundreds of emails per day to the business address of the recipient, staying within the GDPR rules, and not get marked as spam? This is how we do it. We buy multiple domains. Let's say your email is john@coachesusa.com, for example. So coachesusa.com is a domain. We would buy 10 domains that are similar to what you have. So instead of coachingusa.com, maybe it's coachingus.com or coachesus.com or coachesusa.com. So we would buy 10 of those domains. We always use secondary domains when we're doing this outreach. So now you think about the math. You can send 50 emails per day pretty comfortably without having any red flags from Google or Outlook or any of the other email service providers. So by doing this, let's say I have 10 domains and I'm sending out 50 emails a day per domain. That's 500 emails per day. But according to Google and Outlook, I'm only sending out 50 emails per email domain per day. Does that make sense? And that's really a big part of the secret sauce of why our clients have a full sales calendar every single week. If you incorporate this into your marketing strategy in 2023, it's almost impossible for you to fail. The 4th step is ongoing testing. Not just testing, but ongoing testing. So every Friday for 2 hours, I block off time where I go through each and every one of my clients' metrics and I look at everything. Now, even while I'm doing this testing, we're still booking sales calls. So how do I do this? For example, one of my clients, we were testing 4 subject lines. And after about a couple of weeks, we looked at the metrics and we noticed that the third one and the fourth one were about a 52% open rate, and the first and second one were between a 68 to 72% open rate. So guess what I did? I turned off the third and fourth. Why did I do that? Because now all those new emails going out will be going to subject lines that have the highest open rate. If you do the math on that, by all the different things that we test, all 4 components, again, it's impossible for you to not have a high open rate and a high booking rate. And it's not based on my opinion or even my experience. That's the initial writing of the copy. But the actual final writing of the copy is based on testing and what the market is telling us. So now you know how to have a banner year for 2023. You know the best marketing strategies in the B2B space. If you don't want to learn all these strategies, but still want to have a banner year in 2023, ours is a complete done-for-you lead generation system using these strategies. Click the link below. Let's jump on a call.